season, and what an occasion for the much-travelled goalkeeper Stephen Bywater, who makes his Burton debut, having arrived from Indian football in January. Liverpool's team is strong. Joel Matip, the Cameroonian international, makes his debut in central defence. Sadio Mane is pitched in, having got over his shoulder injury, while Dick Turner, a goal scorer too for Cardiff against Liverpool in 2012. Daniel Sturridge is involved in this competition, inextricably entwined. They seek a 9th success this season, a record unsurpassed. And the Burton getting plenty of the ball. Here's Mane popping up in an intriguing position. That's a beautiful ball. Origi with the first chance. And Bywater's first test is one he passes.
Well, Tom Naylor gets caught ball watching here. He's got to be aware of where Divock Origi is. His movement is absolutely excellent. Number 15 on his back gets caught watching the ball. Has no idea where the striker is. It's a really intelligent run. Maybe he's got to pull that ball.
Mane, look lively, finds Origi. Lallana now. On Firmino! And another test for Bywater. More urgent this time.
That's a really clever ball in by Lallana. He just takes the pace up the cross, just dinks it into the path of Firmino, who really has to head this to the keeper's right. This is where Bywater actually wants the header to come to his left, to his near post. Head that across the goalkeeper to his right. Is the bigger part of the goal to aim for. Why he heads for that near post, I don't know.
Milner. Firmino looking to combine with Milner, and he's succeeded. Oh, and he'll get it back off Naylor. Mane. Oh, so fleet of foot. And dangerous, and turned in. And Divock Origi receiving the congratulations. Well, Mane's impact crucial. But Divock Origi there to tap home unopposed, and Liverpool in front. The perfect start to shake off the Burnley hangover.
Well, it's a soft goal for Burton to concede, but it's patient football from Liverpool, stretching the game right and left. Akins gets caught, goes to sleep there, allowing Milner to get in behind him. Looked like the chance had gone, but this is why I pointed out Sadio Mane, what he can do. He gets defenders stood still, and then he manipulates that ball so quickly. And in the end, it's a clever finish from Origi, but from that type of position, the centre-forward shouldn't be missing. But he just slows down, stops Damien McClory in his tracks there, and then he's past him in a flash. Clever finish.
Cheeky. And opening up a lead for Liverpool. Milner. Here's Origi. Henderson. Oh, a threatening ball there. Oh! And Lallana arriving at the back.
Well, there was no flag. He needed to head this back across goal, and it's 2-0. Clever bit of movement as well. He just steps in, then steps out. Is it Lloyd Dyer? Damien McCrory again not doing their job. He's onside. It's Lee Williamson who's playing him on. He's lazy, doesn't squeeze up quickly enough, and Lallana, player of his quality. I know it's a bouncing ball. Should be doing a lot better. Maybe he's worried about getting clattered by Bywater.
Had to operate as a central striker, which... Well, here's Klein. That's a useful looking cross, and Firmino is there! And with a goal at his mercy, he wasn't about to pull out, and Liverpool have a vice-like grip on this tie now.
Well, that's a disastrous clearance from Stephen Bywater, gifts the ball to Liverpool, but how quickly, how incisive is this play? And it's a wonderful ball in. That's a terrible throw. I'm not sure who he's looking for, maybe Lloyd Dyer. But how about this ball in for the overlapping Nathaniel Klein? A brilliant cross, perfect. And the keeper just doesn't get there quickly enough. It all stems from a really poor throw out. Again, Mane does well, doesn't run with the ball. He knows that Klein is on his way. One touch and delivery, perfect for a centre forward. 2-0. If you're a fullback in that type of area and you wrap your foot around the ball like that, it's an absolute dream for centre forwards.
Again, now Klein can get involved. Origi. And now Mane to cross. Oh, and Firmino got a foot in.
Well, the only problem for him is stretching at it with his right foot. He could maybe just have wrapped his left foot around this. Again, decent ball in. This is a difficult one to flick goalwards when you're on the stretch like that. You're seeing Nathaniel Klein in wide areas crossing the ball now. Sadio Mane. We're seeing James Milner getting in good areas and putting balls into the box, really stretching that.
Irvine moving to the near. Fadzine unable to direct it.
Well, it's slightly too far behind the Burton players attacking this ball. It's moving away from the goal and very, very hard for anybody, even the centre half.
Here is Williamson. Came off Bevan, Lallana. Well, creating their own problems.
Well, this is it. If complacency starts to creep in, no matter how you're dominating a game or how good a team you are, actually getting in each other's way here, the Liverpool players. Lallana and Lovren making a right mess of that, and that's all Burton need, a bit of good football.
Oh, and it's gone in. Well, did it go in off Naylor in the end? Well, Emre Can in the thick of it, but it certainly appeared that the final touch came off the despairing Tom Naylor. And that puts the matter beyond doubt. And when you pick a Premier League lineup for a League Cup tie, that is what happens.
Well, this is all about the quality of the ball in from James Milner. Pacey, flat, the keeper can't come and deal with it. It's sloppy defensively from Burton. Players are standing around looking at each other, waiting for each other to do something. It seems to cannon off. Tom Naylor eventually does. It's hard on him. It all stems from the ball in by James Milner. Very, very hard to defend. Keeper can't deal with it. Ends up in the back of the Burton net.
Well, Akins trying to get his power beyond Milner. Not too many chances have come Burton's way tonight.
Well, it might just have been a consolation, but he's positive. Gets the ball out of his feet with one touch. Slightly wider than he wants to be. Under pressure as well, but better from Burton. Just needs to keep this on target. Goes for power. Got to be more precise from that angle. Potential wide men in Lloyd Dyer, Lucas Akins, giving youngsters an opportunity here. So the formation for Burton stays the same. Just those key players are needed for Friday.
Here's Klein looking to exploit some disorganisation, maybe. Oh, and it might fall kindly for Henderson in there. But it's McFadden.
He's been excellent tonight. He's got the engine to get into dangerous positions. But the quality of his ball into the box, superb as well. Getting there is one thing. Putting decent delivery in is another. He's done that tonight. Very near.
Here's Sturridge. Wijnaldum. Sturridge. Fancies the crack. With good reason. Bywater able to turn it to safety.
Well, he whips this with his instep. There's not a lot of power on it. It's maybe just the fact it bounces in front of the Burton goalkeeper makes it a more difficult save than really it should be.
Well, they're going to make this ball right round the back, and Naylor has retrieved it, and Kevin Stewart was there.
Well, Naylor did fantastically well because this ball is played far too far wide. In this type of position, you're going to be aiming 3/4 of the way up the far post, keep it flat. Far too deep. Naylor does well to chase that lost cause and keep it alive. Never going to score from there, of course, but looking just to knock it back across the 6-yard box.
It's aimed in the end, but he'll provide one of his own. And McCrory was on the end of it. Stewart, Milner, Mane, on for James Milner again, and Liverpool finish with a flourish, and Daniel Sturridge gets in on the act. Well, they've approached this tie with a real sense of purpose and ruthlessness.
What it is play and move football at its very best. Again, Burton struggled to clear their lines. James Milner, a little give and go, making things happen. He makes the run in behind defenders, and that is a magnificent ball. Has a quick look to get his bearings. He's not trying to score, he's trying to lay it on a plate for one of the strikers. And there's Danny Sturridge making things happen, running in behind defenders again. It's so hard to defend against this when you're static and attackers are on the move. Very hard to keep teams out.
Found the net in every sense. Mane. He's got the better of harness. Oh, and he's teed up Sturridge here. Chance! Oh, what a finish! Well, that really has summed it all up from a Liverpool point of view tonight. Daniel Sturridge at the double. And more pain for Burton Albion.
Oh, it's the very best of Sadio Mane, the very best of Danny Sturridge as well. Positive play. We've seen this from Mane throughout the game. Gets the ball and makes things happen, takes defenders on, uses pace and his power, and he gets his head up, picks out Danny Sturridge. His first touch kills it. He isn't closed down quickly enough, and you can't allow someone with Danny Sturridge's quality to get a shot in from that type of range. But two of Liverpool's most dangerous players here combined. Brilliant goal.
That lethal left foot of his